Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the gtaonline Top 5 Community Plays. If you're new to the channel, this is a series where I take clips from you guys, the community, and pick 5 of the best ones to showcase each episode. And if that interests you and you'd like to submit a clip of your own for a chance to be featured in the next one, you can find all of the instructions to do so down in the description. Starting things off this week at number 5 is King of Clips, who just embarrasses this Oppressor Mk player. Losing to a buzzard with an Oppressor Mk, just tragic, really, but you do love to see it. The Mark II pops chaff, so King of Clips has to hit a free aim rocket here on the small flying bike, and he just kind of shoves the rocket down the Oppressor's throat from a few feet away from the helicopter. And to hit that in third person is really good too. Third person free aim rockets can be kind of strange when it comes to depth perception. They don't always seem to go exactly where you're trying to aim for, especially when you're trying to hit something as small and agile as the Oppressor Mk. And that was also just a very nice job of dodging the rockets from the Mark II with a nice little lean maneuver. At number 4 is Salamito, who does something similar to number 5's kill, but with a bonus on top. So another Mark II gets taken down by the Akula barrage missiles this time, but then afterwards he notices the pink CEO down on the ground and goes for a long shot with another set of barrage missiles. Obviously he doesn't see him on the ground from this high up because of the weather and the shite render distance on console, but he still does manage to land the dive bomb missile barrage, which is even more impressive considering the barrage missiles have horrible blast radius, so he had to pretty much direct hit him with that rocket from that high up. Coming in at number 3 is Rasika with a very fortunate turn of events for him.
He jumped out. Oh! Oh my god!
So he's dogfighting a Raiju jet, and he goes to lock onto him and fire a missile, but he doesn't realize that the pilot jumped out until later on, so the missile ends up just being a free fire one. But luckily for him, the missile also just goes straight ahead and direct hits the pilot that had just jumped out of the Raiju and was now parachuting. So while he meant for it to lock onto the Raiju and to be like a lock-on missile, it ended up still tracking the guy down for the kill anyways. And that reaction was definitely warranted. Getting into the top 2 now, first up is Mythic Dawn in the APC tank in the water. And guess what he manages to wrangle up? If he said an upside down Oppressor Mk, you would be correct. That dude was trying so hard to kill a sitting duck in the water, essentially. The APC, when it's in the water, is not agile at all. It'll get hit by just about every missile that would lock onto it because it cannot maneuver in the water like it can on land. And somehow, even while flying upside down, the guy still gets drilled by the APC cannon. The APC actually would have probably been better off if he kept the helicopters there just to throw off the lock-on targeting on the Mark II's missiles. I know that I've done that before, especially on land. If I have vehicles after me, I'll just leave them there so that they lock onto either the cars or the helicopters behind me instead. It just wastes their missiles. Obviously here it didn't really matter at all though. The Oppressor still just got shit on and completely ate that APC cannon shot. And taking the number 1 spot this week is Mr. Afton with some pro Scramjeticism on display here. Scramjet versus the Toreador is a matchup that does not favor the Scramjet at all, as the Toreador only needs to connect with 1 missile, while the Scramjet has to connect with 6 on the Toreador to blow it up all the way. And yeah, the Scramjet missiles are more accurate than the Toreadors, but the Scramjet has to play this very carefully to win that matchup. And he manages to do just that here. He makes some insane rocket dodges with the Scramjet jumps to get the upper hand on the Toreador. The Toreador driver actually panicked here a bit and boosted himself into a wall, all lopsided and stuff, which actually happens quite a bit with Toreador players, I will say. And that ended up leading to his death with the final missile chasing him down as he tried to get away at the very last second. Just some great Scramjet skills on display here. The control with the 180 turns too and the mini boosts, the dodge timings. I think the Scramjet is one of the highest skill ceiling vehicles in the game, and I really don't think that's a hot take either. Anyways, that is going to wrap up this episode of the gtaonline Top 5 Community Plays. Once again, if you'd like to submit a clip of your own for a chance to be featured in the next one, you can find all of the instructions to do so down in the description. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more gtaonline content. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.